these 5 superfoods that have all the nutrients you need. Have you ever wondered which foods are really essential for a healthy life? What if I told you that just 5 of them can meet all your nutritional needs? Does it seem impossible? Because today we are going to reveal how this is not only possible, but also extremely simple and accessible. Are you curious to know what these powerful foods are? Imagine a balanced diet, rich in protein, healthy fats, fiber, vitamins and minerals, all with ingredients you can easily find wherever you are. Which of these foods do you already eat regularly? Don't miss this opportunity to transform your diet and reach a new level of health. Stay with us until the end, because what you will discover could change your life in a surprisingly easy and practical way. Let's get started. Everyone is looking for superfoods. Do they exist? But what if you could meet all of your nutritional needs? Sounds amazing, right? Do you want to know the secret to having a simple but highly nutritious diet to make your body reach the maximum? Something you could buy anywhere in the world. The thing you can follow when you are traveling to different parts of the world. Because they have made our diet something completely difficult, something complex, something that if we are not eating moringa, spirulina, lion's mane, chaga, which are great things, but we believe that if we are not eating these things, then we have a bad diet. And I want to tell you that it's not like that, but I want to show you just 5 foods. This doesn't mean they are the best. I want to show you if I had to choose 5 foods for a while, for a trip, for something very specific, so that you realize that it is something that can be done in a simple way. Keep watching, because these can change your life, and these are things you'll be surprised at how easy it is to find. Number 1, the eggs. Eggs are the complete nutritional package. Let's start with the fact that it is one of nature's most perfect foods. And I'll tell you something. For me, people swear I eat eggs every day. Personally, I don't like eggs. I like very little in very few preparations. If it's on a cake or something, I'll eat it, of course, but I don't like it very much. But it's impressive food, and I would love to like it. They are a complete source of proteins, that is, they have all the essential amino acids. The bioavailability, that is, the availability, I eat that protein, how much I will have in my blood, is very high. Against any protein, they always compare it to eggs or breast milk whey, because they are the most bioavailable proteins for humans. It is a complete source of proteins, it is completely available, the assimilation speed is super high. I mean, from a protein standpoint, it's absolutely fascinating. The only thing is that an egg doesn't contain much protein, so you can eat them, but to reach the amount of protein just from eggs, you will be eating many, many eggs in the day. Remember that a very thin person, to meet their complete protein needs, would have to eat at least 10 or 12 eggs, and almost no one eats it. But the egg is not just protein, the egg is many other things, and it's an impressive food for everything that has to do with repair and cell growth. Eggs are also very rich in nutrients such as choline, which is necessary for brain function. Choline is a meganutrient. It also facilitates metabolic processes, facilitates rest, recovery, and repair processes. It facilitates all the interconnections of the peripheral nervous system, as it is the nutrient from which a compound called acetylcholine is formed, which is the main neurotransmitter of the parasympathetic system, so that all states of repair, relaxation, sleep, tissue renewal, all of this work correctly. But not only that, it also contains vitamins like vitamin B12, vitamin D, vitamin A. It has minerals such as selenium, essential for antioxidant function. In other words, the egg is absolutely complete. And studies show that consuming eggs in moderate amounts, and you can even eat 2-3 eggs a day, absolutely nothing happens. It will not increase cardiovascular risk because dietary cholesterol is poorly absorbed. If you have high cholesterol, you might think, why does my body produce cholesterol? But it's not because you're eating, and that's not where the cause will come from. Food number 2, salmon and sardines, salmon or sardines. And I know you might say to me, oh no, but let's not do something that I can't do or that would be expensive in my environment. No, I'm simply talking to you if you had to choose a diet with 5 foods, 5 that satisfy everything. I'm telling you which ones. I'm not saying which is the perfect market, for that we have a video with the simplest foods for a market, which I leave recommended below, or I will leave them recommended at the end within the final template so that you can watch them when this video is finished. The salmon. Omega-3, we have to remember that it is absolutely important and necessary for the brain and the heart, for chronic inflammation, for many cellular inflammation control processes. It's a superfood. It seems to me that it is a superfood due to the proteins it contains, the fatty acids it contains, and its digestibility capacity. The salmon and sardines are absolutely spectacular. In many parts of the world, sardines are much cheaper and easier to obtain. Remember, there is a type of fatty acids called essential fatty acids. It means my body needs them. It means I can't synthesize them from any other source if I don't consume them. And there's omega-3, the omega-3 that we forget and completely abandon. As I said, it is very important for many processes in the body. Omega-3 helps reduce inflammation, helps improve cognitive function, helps reduce inflammation and cholesterol oxidation, helps lower triglyceride levels and LDL levels. There is a lot of research that shows that the omega-3 present in fish reduces serious cardiovascular events, such as heart attacks, reduces the risk of miscarriages, reduces the risk of intrauterine malformations. Salmon and sardines are also a source of other things, such as vitamin D, vitamin B12, and can also provide selenium. Food number 3. Green vegetables. I would eat fibrous green vegetables, fibrous dark green vegetables. Like spinach, for example, kale, whatever you can consume. Or if what you find is cruciferous, perfect. Dark vegetables or dark green leafy vegetables. It doesn't necessarily have to be kale for you to say, but kale is too expensive for me. Well, you will consume broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, spinach. If you can't, it's spinach. It's a very good source. The fibers and micronutrients that this will provide us with vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients, which are compounds that are only in the plant kingdom, that often have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, DNA remodeling, many process properties. We cannot talk about a superfood if we are not talking about things that have a high fiber content and that will be tremendous for the functioning of our intestine, for chronic inflammation, for feeding the microbiota, for improving intestinal transit, for reducing inflammation, to improve insulin sensitivity and everything else. But we have to remember that these foods are not just rich in fiber. But fiber is very important, and we should consume at least 35 grams of fiber. This means that the portion we must consume of these vegetables so that we can meet the dose of fiber will be quite high. But we also have to remember that these foods are very rich in vitamins such as vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K. They have a lot of iron, are an excellent source of calcium, and are perhaps one of the vegetable sources with the best magnesium content. Fiber reminds us that it is essential for digestive health, for weight control, for the relationship with the intestine-brain, intestine-skin, intestine-lung axis, so many things. But it also helps the microbiota to end up with good digestion, which protects against oxidative stress, which protects against cellular aging and chronic diseases. Number 4. Avocado. Stay with me, number 4, the avocado. The avocado, absolutely spectacular. It is not available everywhere, but it is available in many parts of the world. Avocado is a very powerful, very potent, and very good source of monounsaturated fats, which are crucial for heart health, for regulating cholesterol levels. The healthy fats that make up avocado, which are not just monounsaturated, are mostly monounsaturated, making up more or less 80%. The rest has a very good amount of fiber and a very good amount of micronutrients such as potassium, necessary for blood pressure. Not only magnesium, but also potassium is necessary. It has a very good amount of vitamin D, vitamin E, which is a very good antioxidant, protecting cells from damage caused by stress, oxidative stress. The nutritional profile of avocado, when we put it inside everything else, then you can already see how we are including very good protein from the egg and from salmon and sardines, with a very good balance of healthy fats from the egg, salmon, sardines, avocado, with a very good amount of fiber, in this case coming only from vegetables. Number 5, lentils. And finally, I will leave you with something that for some people may be controversial. They will say, no, it contains anti-nutrients, everything. But I think it's worth including it there. And they are lentils. Lentils, perhaps legumes, for me have the greatest nutritional value without having the problem of being a great genetically modified food like soy. In lentils we have that they are, for me, I come back and say for me, without being a complete protein, they are a good source of complementary protein. That doesn't mean you're going to give up salmon or you're going to give up the other thing. You're going to give up meat. You're going to stop eating lentils because they don't have the complete amino acid profile. But even though they don't have a complete amino acid profile like fish roe, they are a good source of protein. And when combined with other foods, they will be a great option. What else do they have? They're a very good source of iron. They're a very good source of folate. Folate is absolutely necessary for detoxification processes, cell repair, DNA repair, to support a very important phase in biochemistry called methylation. They're a good source of magnesium. Turns out they sound like great food to me. It's another one of the foods I don't like because I haven't found a taste for them. I like beans much more, but I must admit that even though I don't like them, they are a very powerful food. There is a lot of literature showing how they are a good source of fiber. And because they are a great source of fiber, they do not have a high starch content. Although they have it, they become a good ally and a good complement, and something that one could, let's say, think, I'm thinking about my plate. I could eat, for example, a very good vegetable dish, and after that I will eat, let's put together just what I'm telling you, a great vegetable dish, and then I'm going to eat a really good portion of salmon. And suddenly I could supplement with a quarter of a plate of lentils from what I'm eating. It's not about making this lentil dish like that, because then I might suddenly start to realize that I'm bringing in good food, but I'm losing the balance of what I'm eating. So what do I want to tell you with all this? Conclusion. And we have to remember one thing. Food cannot become the headache that social media often becomes for us today. Believing that good nutrition is a very complicated thing, full of impossible foods. Food is not simply a source of calories. It is living information that interacts directly with your biology and mine. Every food, every bite carries a message that communicates with all of our cells, regulating hormones, regulating inflammation, giving you all the information you need, obviously also giving us energy and our health in general. When you eat, you give your body complete tools for what it needs. And eating is also enjoying the ritual. It's about enjoying the way we take care of our bodies in the long term, recognizing that I deserve the best from each meal for my body, and that each bite can be an act of love towards me and a step towards vitality, or exactly the opposite. That's why I want to invite you to always make food an opportunity to nourish not only your body, but also your mind and spirit. I thank. And as always, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so that we can always notify you when we make a new video. Also remember to like the videos so that more people continue to find this content. And so this community of knowledge, where together we become masters of our health, continues to grow. I leave here recommended videos within the channel which complement this video so that you can continue consulting it. I send you a big hug. Thank you and see you next time.